What's up, guys? It's the Amplified Man, B motherfucking C. As you can tell by the title of this video, this is a video that I never wanted to make, actually, to be honest with you. But I feel like in everyone's life, there come situations and circumstances where we have to know when we hit a point. And when we hit that point, I think it's important that we take a step back, reassess, and if we have to, walk away. I'll elaborate in a second, but I first just want to say thank you to every one of you that took the time, whenever it was, in the past year plus, that took the time to smash that subscribe button and become a part of the Amplified unit. Because I never for one day took that for granted. I want you guys to know that. It really meant a lot to me because I joined YouTube a little over a year ago when YouTube was in a crisis mode. It was totally in crisis mode, and it was on a decline. Advertisers were jumping off. Nobody was making money. They were unsubbing subscribers from the channel without the subscriber knowing or the host. I would get every morning, I would get messages saying, BC, I got unsubbed. What happened? Like, what the fuck? And I'm like, no, what the fuck? I never 5 to 10 every day, guys. They were not suggesting your video to any other videos. They were not promoting your videos that should have been promoted. They just made sure that underdog channels like mine, channels that are new, never got any traction. And you guys were so badass still to this very day that when I should have just packed up and gave up and said, all right, well, I mean, YouTube is pretty much doing everything in their power to get me off. It's not worth it. Instead, I kept pumping out videos and you guys slowly but surely kept subscribing. And before you knew it, here we are over a year later, just over a year later, and we have thousands of subscribers. I just think that is the most epic shit, man. And my main goal from the beginning was to, in this huge wrestling community, I wanted a niche of it called the Amplified unit. And I wanted our unit to be the wild ones, the crazy motherfuckers, the badass rebellious ones, the lunatics. Some would say the freaks, but the ones that always told it like it was, never bullshitted, always told you the truth, and always told it amplified. That's what I wanted us to be. And I can honestly, proudly say, I think we all achieved that together. When I put these videos out to you guys, I always wanted it to be 3 things. Outside of just entertaining, which I hope it always is. I always wanted it to have common sense, be fact-driven, and perhaps more than anything, have research behind it. I mean, I shouldn't say more important. They all 3 work just as important. I try to put it all together. Common sense, facts, and research. And I tried to put it all together in an entertaining way. And when it was all said and done, every video to video, whether you loved a video or hated a video, liked it, didn't really like it, hopefully you were entertained or you looked at the topic differently. Or at least through a different view, different binoculars, different set of eyes, different contacts, different lenses. But hopefully it made you think. That's what I wanted to do, guys. Entertain you guys, but also make you think about the topic at hand. I think I did that, and judging by the response that you guys gave me on a video-to-video basis, I think I achieved it. And for that, I am proud of myself, and I am thankful for you guys. And it goes back to everything. Excuse me, guys. Getting choked up thinking about it, huh? Shoot. It goes back to what I was originally going to say. And that is that I feel we always, no matter what the situation, circumstance, we have to know when we need to take a step back, reassess, and if we have to walk away, we have to walk away. I feel that I might be slowly losing touch with some of the wrestling community. Now, don't get me wrong. Most of my videos, absolutely, over 90% agree with me. If they didn't going into the video, they at least hear me out, do their own research, think about it themselves, and at the end, they come to the conclusion, oh yeah, the Amplified Man knows what the fuck he's talking about, and he made me think about it this way. Not brainwashing. There's a big difference. There is YouTubers out there that literally brainwash their their audience. And a lot of them are also subscribed to me. So they'll hear something from somebody, because a lot of these other YouTubers or podcasters, they do this as a job. You guys know I do this as a hobby. I get out a video whenever I can to you guys, but I do it as a hobby. I have plenty of other sources of income. This is not my job. Never was, never will be. This was a hobby. And there'll be other people that do this like on a daily basis, basically, and they try to brainwash their audience. You can never disagree with them at all. Even if it's respectfully, you just can't disagree. Their ego is just too fucking high. And then those same people come to my video and they expect to hear the same thing that the other person said, the other YouTuber. But I'm never going to bullshit you guys. I'm always going to tell you guys the truth, or what you guys need to think about. Then you make your own decision. But a lot of people nowadays, they're just getting brainwashed. They come over to my channel, and the comments used to be fun. It used to be intriguing. You guys used to give me your opinion or what you thought. And now, my last video, it was about the 3 matches I feel should be on the pre-show. And I put the cruiserweights as one of those matches. And it's okay if you disagree, if you really love the cruiserweights. But a lot of the reasoning was just, you're not stopping and thinking about what an oohs and ah and flips dives match, what it's really going to do for the crowd. You guys are fooling yourself into thinking that that's the one match that's going to light the whole place on fire and get WrestleMania kickstarted the right way. When you know damn well every cruiserweight match ends with the golf clap and everybody immediately is already checked out. If you think Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander are really going to captivate everybody to the point where that match electrifies us for WrestleMania, then all the best to you, man. If you really believe that, then that's cool, man. But if you were brainwashed into thinking that because other YouTubers or other podcasters said that match needs to be, well, I'm here to tell you I'm calling bullshit. Whether it's the pre-show match, or that cruiserweight is at the beginning of the main show, or whether it's in the middle of the show, it's gonna get the oohs and the ahs, because it's flips and dives. Of course you're gonna get oohs and ahs. And at the end, nobody will still care. You'll get the golf clap. Because even though a lot of you guys made it a point to tell me Triple H is running 205 Live, it's getting better, BC. They need the WrestleMania main show. Because BC, if they don't, then this was all for nothing with Triple H. They need eyeballs on the main show. Again, you're fooling yourselves. What are you talking about? Eyeballs are not going to be captivated by Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander. The casual fan is not going to watch that match as if they've never seen a cruiserweight match before. What do you think Ali and Alexander are going to do, guys? Do you think the fans are going to see a cruiserweight match that they've never seen before? And they're going to say, shit, I got to start watching Tuesday nights. I just saw this at WrestleMania's main show. It electrified me. It got WrestleMania off to a mega start. I got to start watching them. What makes you think we haven't seen a cruiserweight match before? What makes you think Triple H can change a match style between Mustafa and Cedric? It doesn't matter where they're placed. The card is too full. That is my bathroom break. And I know a lot of old school fans like me, that is their bathroom break. Guys, WrestleMania, that's another thing I read in the comments yesterday. BC, I totally disagree. WrestleMania is a stage that the cruiserweights need to show what they could do so eyeballs will be captivated to them. Eyeballs, they'll grab the attention in the eyeballs, BC. Since when did WrestleMania become a promotional stepping stool? I thought WrestleMania is where we go for the climax of the matches themselves. Now it's promotional. Now it's to show people what the cruiserweights can do. Again, don't fool yourself. We already know what they can do. The only thing Triple H can do now, the only thing, is to give them the two things they need the most. And that is the characters to actually have character. Don't tell me Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander have characters that we care about. Because again, if you say they do, you're fooling yourself. And number two, give them storylines. A tournament that a lot of people didn't even know about. Again, read the comments from yesterday's video. There's a lot of fans that didn't even know there was a cruiserweight match at WrestleMania, guys. That is sad. And that's not sad for the wrestling fans. That's not that they're not wrestling fans or not big enough wrestling fans. No. That's because that's what WWE has done to the cruiserweights. WrestleMania shouldn't be a promotional spot. Oh, look, we're going to give you all these big matches and, hey, give the cruiserweights a chance. Here's a thought, guys. Start giving them actual characters that we care about. Start giving them storylines. And if you mix that in with their wrestling style, maybe, I'm not even saying this is bulletproof, but maybe at WrestleMania 35, they can not only have an opening match, they can have a match we give a fuck about. And I'm talking about my style of fans, guys. Not the ones that commented in the last video, or not the ones that seriously think they're fucking fans of the cruiserweights. This isn't really even to you anymore because it looks like you made your mind up, right? This is what you think needs to happen. The cruiserweights need to be in the first match for some reason. You think that's the only way to electrify the WrestleMania audience, which again, the WrestleMania audience is also a lot of casuals. Yes, you have the ones from all over the countries and the diehards, absolutely. But you also have the family members. You also have the friends that maybe lost touch with wrestling for a while, and they're coming with their best friends or whatever. If you think that that's really going to captivate them, man, then I don't know what to really say. It's a bathroom break for me. I don't want my WrestleMania, the one night we wait for all year, to start off with a fucking cruiserweight match. Because it's the match that I always have the bathroom break, or I always try to put my head through a cement wall or jump off a 5-story building head first. That's what the cruiserweights do for me. I'm not excited. I'm not intrigued. They do nothing for me. It got to the point where I'm sick and tired of ooh and ahhing over their flips and dives, and I don't even give a golf clap anymore. I want the superstars. And me, I'd rather Rusev in that opening match. And let's hear the Rusev Day chants break with 80,000 motherfuckers. Let's have the IC Championship match kick off WrestleMania. Burn it down, blast throughout New Orleans. Seth Rollins captures IC strap. What a moment. Crowds abuzz. Those are moments that are going to last throughout the event. Nobody 2 to 3 to 4 matches down the line is going to remember Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander. And you know I'm right. But the mere fact that there was a lot of fans that didn't even listen to the video, listen to my words. They just wanted to list down all the bullshit they just wanted to regurgitate all the bullshit that they were fed from somebody else. Triple H is now taking over. They need the WrestleMania spotlight or it means nothing. Alexa and Nia should be the one over there, even though we're in the middle of a women's evolution, right? So let's take one of the only 2 women's championships there is in the company. Let's put that on the pre-show. And their only theory for that was because it's pre-show worthy, whatever the fuck that means. I think they're trying to say nobody cares about Alexa and Nia. Well, if that's the case, again, I'm telling you, a shitload of fans like me don't care about the cruiserweights. So hate to debunk that one for you, buddy. And then the other excuse they had about Alexa and Nia being over there in the pre-show was, it's high school drama bullshit storytelling. Again, my rebuttal to that, at least they have a story being told, because Mustafa Ali and Cedric have nothing being told. And I guess they watched and listened to the video, and at the end, they didn't even give a fuck. They just regurgitated a bunch of nonsensical facts that they thought were facts. and said that's why it has to be the first match. It's almost like they're faking themselves into believing they're cruiserweight fans. If you're honest with yourself, what is captivating about the cruiserweights? And more importantly, my question is, what makes you think a match on the main show is going to captivate anybody? You act like we've never seen a cruiserweight match. And you think because it's at WrestleMania, it's going to be any more epic? I think it's time we see the superstars. Whether you like it or not, Alexa Bliss is huge in merchandise sales. Nia Jax has a huge fan base with Alexa Bliss. There's a shitload of fans. I can't wait to see them. Whether we like it or not, I'm with you. I don't think they should be fighting for the strap. I think it should have been Sasha and Bayley all along. Whether you like the storyline or not, doesn't matter. At least they had a storyline. And because give cruiserweights a chance. I'm sure it's going to be a hashtag at some point, right, in the next week. Give cruiserweights a chance. Because of that small niche, I might honestly have to fucking put up with Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander on the main fucking show. Couple of 200-pound cruiserweights bouncing around like a flying ping pong. Because a lot of fans in today's wrestling community, that's what they want to see. Triple H took over. It's in a new direction. There's going to be more flips and dives than ever before. It's going to be like being at the circus, BC. Let him go out there the first match, BC, and let him go all over the place. BC, the crowd's going to be like, ooh, ah, oh my God, WrestleMania is fantastic. No matter what happens after this match, that match stole the show. They were flipping, they were diving, they were oohing and eyeing. That's the match. Nobody's topping that. Thank goodness it kicked off WrestleMania. All of those epic matches on the card, and a lot of you guys want the cruiserweights to start off. Then what do you want? All of those epic matches back to 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 back. There'll never be a downer match. There'll be 0 downer matches. It brings me back to my original point, guys. This already went too long. I didn't even want it to be this long. I wanted it to be short and sweet because it's not a video I want to make anyway. But, and again, the majority, over 90% of you guys agreed with me anyway in that video, but that's not the point. The fact that there is a percentage of fans out there that are just that clueless to looking in advance, looking at facts, and that there's such a big part in the community that is turning to solely just flips and dives now. Like that's just what they want to see. That's the disconnect. And that's where I think I had to stop at that point. I had to take the step back. I had to reassess. I think it's best, guys, if I walk away now. I gave you guys all that I had. I think you guys were very happy with the content. I think you guys were entertained. I think I made you guys think. And I think we created something so awesome, man, in the Amplified unit. I think it's always going to be up there with some of the best things that I've ever created. And I'm a creator. You guys know that. I write, I act, I'm making a movie. But I think this channel is always going to be one of the best accomplishments I ever did because I started from scratch. I started at a time where YouTube wasn't even allowing me to be successful. And I kept fighting. And you guys kept fighting for the channel. When they would unsub you, you would sub right back. When they weren't promoting anything, you would keep... I can talk, man. I'm getting all choked up. You would keep typing BC Amplified and seeing if I had a new video, man. You didn't stop. And 100 subscribers turned into 500. 500 turned into 1,000. 1,000 turned into 5,000. Before I knew it, thousands of people joined the Amplified unit in just over a year. I couldn't be more happy with that success, man. And that's what makes this harder. But I just feel like the professional wrestling community is going in a different way. And I think it's going more toward flips and dives, and the old school character development and actual storylines. It's a dying breed. It's going away. And you guys know I'm old school. And if that's going away, if characters and storylines are going away, then I feel I have to go away too. And again, it's a video I didn't want to make because, again, I can't say this enough. This was never a job for me. I always did this as a hobby, guys. I have plenty of other income. This was always my hobby. And I always tried to give you guys common sense, facts, and research in all of my videos. And hopefully if I put that all together and I dish it out to you guys the way I only know how, being myself, I knew you guys would be entertained. And I hope I did that for you guys. I hope I allowed you guys an entertaining format to come to that was thought-provoking. And I hope you had a lot of fun every time you clicked a BC Amplified video. I'll never forget any of you guys. Much love and respect always. This has been an incredible ride. I can't even put into any more words, man. The video went longer than it was because I did want to debate those cruiserweight fans one more time, man. And I just wanted to tell those fans, don't fool yourself. If you really do love it, that's cool. But don't buy in the bullshit out there. I know there's plenty of other YouTubers out there. There's plenty of other podcasters. You guys are going to be just fine. My one thing that I ask of you guys, when you go find new people to watch and new people to listen to, do me one favor. Never be bullshitted to. Never accept what they're telling you. Always think about it. Always do your own research. Always fact check. Use your common sense, man. Because there's a lot of people out there that just bullshit. They like to hear themselves talk, and they brainwash people. They brainwash, and then people go everywhere else, and they start regurgitating the same bullshit. Don't be those people, all right? I know you guys won't be. My Amplified unit, even though we were a small niche in the big wrestling community, I honestly feel we were always the smartest. I love you guys always. You guys know that. It was much love and respect from day one. It'll forever be much love and respect. Thank you so much. One last time. The Amplified man. He's cashing the fuck out. B motherfucking C. Thank you. Bye, guys. Guys, one more thing. Man, I can't believe I forgot to actually say this. April Fools! Come on, motherfuckers! You didn't think I was taking off, did you? Ain't gonna happen. This is my hobby. This is my love. I haven't lost touch with no motherfucker. I will continue to give the common sense, the research, the facts, and the entertainment. I go nowhere. We will continue to fuck with people, push buttons. We'll continue to be the outcasts, the freaks, the lunatics, the rebels, the badasses in the wrestling community. That's what the Amplified unit was, is, and forever will be. We go nowhere. Had to have some fun with you guys. It is April Fool's Day. I know there's some people probably throwing the remote control, throwing their laptops, chucking down their phones. BC, how the fuck could you? Giving me a heart attack, BC. Gotta have some fun, man. I'm telling you guys this. I'm going a lot easier on you guys, man. My close ones around me today, they got it a lot worse than you guys, man. I did some fun shit today. So, I let you guys off easy. Telling you guys I'm taking off. I'm going nowhere. Amplified man will always whoop that ass on YouTube in the pro wrestling community. I promise you. Because as long as there's bullshit spewing from other motherfuckers' mouth, you need the Amplified man to whoop that ass. Hey, for real though, guys, Amplified man is cashing out. B motherfucking C will check you later, but I will be back for a lot of content this week for WrestleMania. So every day, look out for something new. Amplified man, check you. Happy April Fool's Day.